This is for a very specific person who can feel that there's change happening. It's like a feeling that feels so sure that you have already started making changes in your life to align with this change that has not even yet manifested into this physical world. So this is going to be a very specific message. So really use your discernment. Take what resonates, leave if it doesn't, okay? I see you as the lotus, and the lotus can withstand hundreds of years without water. And when that water finally comes, it can bloom and do what the lotus does. So I feel like what's ending in your life is this may be a long time, years of just feeling defeated, years of like, when is this going to end? Years of really putting in a lot of hard work, really just going through the ups and downs of becoming and stepping into who you are meant to be in this change that is now approaching. And you're being called all the wisdom and all the power that you have created and reclaimed during this long period of time. You're being called to use that to navigate this void space. It's like, there's something changing. This change is coming. You can feel it. You can almost see it. And so now it's like, in the past, I think maybe you would have been like really antsy or impatient, but you're using this sovereignty that you have reclaimed and that you have created over this long period of time to help you navigate this mystery. And what's really beautiful is that through this time, you've maybe been feeling angry and sad and, yes, joyful and all those things, but it was just really mixed emotions. And I feel like what is awakening within you is this deep love, this deep compassion for yourself, compassion for others. And you're being called to use that as a service in some way, shape, or form, right? No matter what you may do for work or career or hobbies, it's like, continue to use compassion as the thread that just connects every single thing that you do, that you say, that you become, that you create in your life. And use that compassion to nurture yourself, nurture new ideas, new hobbies, new business plans, new families, new friends. The color green could be significant, or green eyes could be significant. I just seen those. And also, what is that? Aries or Taurus? What's going on? Let's see. No, Aries. Aries season or an Aries person with green eyes could be significant. I told you this is going to be very specific, but it's all good. Or maybe you have like Aries and Venus, and there's someone in your life who you love, whether romantically or whatever, that has green eyes. Anyway, or hazel or something. Okay, so let's go. Let's get a one, two, three, and one more. Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands at the top. Like I said, you are leaving something that was it was a long time, and it was a lot of hard work, and it was, you felt defeated. I don't know if I said that. I had to start over again because my words were getting all jumbled and it wasn't coherent. So I don't know if I mentioned that, but the second time around. But anyways, this is what is leaving your life. These burdens here. Like, yeah, you have responsibilities, but they're heavy burdens. And like this Six of Wands, like, this is what I feel is coming. It's like you could just feel it. Things are starting to change. You can see the change in yourself now. Certain things will pop up in your life and you'll just, handle them how you handle them. And then when you're reflecting on it or thinking about it later in the day, you're like, oh, damn, I would have handled that a lot differently in the past. Or, dang, that this is not stressing me out as it usually would in the like in the past, how it usually would. I hope I'm making sense right now. That's just what it feels like, okay? Like, something is coming. And you're like, yes, like, come on, let's go. Like, I have no idea how to handle this new chapter or what's going to be in this new chapter, but let's go. You're ready. I have a reading. The stage has already been set. You can probably resonate with that. I'll link it below. Boundary. Yeah, I was definitely getting like this king, queen energy, this sovereign energy where it's like you have created the life that you want outside, of yourself and within yourself. And like there are certain boundaries that you have created for others, but also for yourself. You're like, no, I'm not going to do this no more, or no, I'm not going back to that environment anymore, or no, I'm not going to keep going back to these, jobs anymore. There's something you've been practicing too. I'm hearing practice, practice, practice with these 3 bodies right here. It's like you've really been putting your, boundaries with yourself, not letting fear like hold you prisoner. With the mind, that fear card and mind card here, it's giving me 8 of Swords energy. But yeah, there's something like you've been practicing. You may not even really notice that you've been like practicing this thing. It just kind of became part of your daily routine or ritual, or maybe you have been consciously like really practicing or working towards something. This could be, this could be just like self work too, right? So let's see. This is going to represent like what's leaving, what energy is leaving your life, what's fading your life. This is going to represent how you're going to navigate this mystery, this void. This is representing what is like emerging and awakening within you. And this last one here is going to represent how to use this as a service to the greater good, and how to use this to be a service to yourself as well. Okay. Justice. Things not being fair, things not being balanced, people and situations and even yourself not being truthful, not being righteous. What's fading is this unjust feeling, this feeling of defeat, being clarified by trust. Do you see what I'm saying? Wow, and right when I said that, my phone vibrated. I'm sorry, Actually, I'm curious what this message is. It could be significant. Okay, it's not. I don't know, but I looked at the time. It's 22:11 on the clock right now, so that could be significant numbers that you're seeing, but my bad. Let me turn that on. But yeah, see, it's like now what's fading are just this injustice. What's fading are lies, imbalance, and you're going to be able to trust yourself, your decisions, your choices, other people, situations. Like, and you have this trust because you have connected so deeply and you're so in tune with your intuition and that deep inner knowing that you can trust yourself to know when something or someone is not good for you, and to trust yourself in knowing what decisions to make. Moving on, this is I can't even, come on, girl. 6 of Pentacles. This is with humility. I love these two together. I understand. How to navigate this mystery. it's so interesting. It's like taking this energy here. It's like you didn't like being done a certain way, or you didn't like certain environments or something. So it's like what you didn't like in the past, make sure you're not acting like that from this new space and time. So, for example, say someone was very impatient with you, always rushing you, always questioning you, judging you. And you're just like, damn, I'm just trying to live my life. I'm just trying to be a good friend. I'm just trying to be a good daughter, whatever, right? When you step into this new space that you are coming into, 1221 on the timer, make sure you don't bring that same energy with you. Humble yourself in knowing that not everyone is on the same journey as you. Humble yourself in knowing that just because you had this awakening, or just because you are more in touch with yourself, doesn't mean you know everything. It doesn't mean you know how to, just because you have new information or clarity or guidance from God or from wherever, knowledge from school, it doesn't mean that you have to force that on other people or judge them for not understanding. Perfect example. Say you have a parent who maybe your relationship has always been strained, and you're just like arguing with them all the time. I don't understand why you can't understand. I don't understand. That same energy that you didn't like, people not being patient with you, people judging you, make sure you keep that same energy. Because yes, it is very difficult for you to awaken to a new version of yourself and awaken to a new version of this planet, and then be put back into situations, environments, and spaces that are not in alignment with you, that are no longer conducive to your well-being, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically even, and having to navigate that in this new energy. So you're being called to stay humble and to remember, like, what you give, you get, okay? Don't be out here thinking you're high and mighty just because you've come into some information, knowledge, and wisdom. And you're like, ooh, couldn't be me. You see someone, what's coming to mind is like, say you're out on the town with your friends or something, I don't know, and you see someone just being messy and drunk and just falling over the place and starting fights and arguments, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like this person is da 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 da, like so whatever. It's like, okay, let's humble ourselves and let's remember when we was out acting like a fool, when we didn't know better, okay? That's what's coming through here. This energy feels very assertive. So I kind of like that though. And that Aries energy was coming through too at the beginning. So this here is talking about what's emerging from within you during this time. Again, can't pick it up. 5 of Pentacles. This is what's going on? Okay, wait, hold up. I want to say don't be so quick to give. This could be talking about your money, but it's interesting what's coming up within you. We have 5 of Pentacles here with a give. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is about fair and even give and take, which is about someone being able and in the position to give to others. So what is emerging within you at this time? Before I pull cards, I was getting this message of like compassion, being compassionate to those who have less money, yes, but also maybe less knowledge, less wisdom. I always say on my channel, again, if you've been with me, rocking with me for these past several years, you'll know I'm always saying, like, people, and you included, have done the best that you can with the knowledge, information, and wisdom that you had or that you have at this time, right? So you're really being called to be of service in some kind of way. This could have something to do with law or working with your hands in some kind of way. A doctor is coming to mind, more specifically like a surgeon. I don't know. I said this was going to be very specific, okay? So you're definitely going to be put in a position where you just have a understanding and a knowing of what it feels like to have no one or nothing, or just feel really down on your luck, or to be broke, right? you're going to have that understanding. So you're really opening up yourself to give. But also, what's really interesting, I feel like you may be giving away a lot of things, donating a lot of things, throwing away a lot of things. I just have this feeling of like you losing a lot of things. But with this give card here, it's like it's not breaking you. Yeah, it's not like hindering you or hurt. It's like you it's almost as if you want to give these things away, and they do feel like material things. That's really interesting energy I'm feeling. Can't quite pinpoint it, but if you're resonating with this, if you know, you know. And this was talking about how you can contribute with this here, 10 of Cups. I'm gonna wait to flip this over because these are connected. These two cards together are giving me 6 energy, and we have the 6 of Pentacles here. 10 and 5, that's 15, 6 when those two are added together. 6 is about balance. Again, with these scales, balance. It's about harmony. 6 is a very beautiful number to come through as an energy in any reading. I feel like whatever you are doing, you have really come into something major, actually, because not only are you changing your life into this area where it's stable and secure, where you're able to give without it breaking the bank, or give without it hurting your feelings or missing that object. It's like you're changing your life, but it's like you're also changing so many other people's lives around you. Now, this could just be like your family, right? But it also feels like just something so much bigger, especially with this humility thing. It's like things are expanding in such a way. Yeah, it just feels like universal, worldwide. And that's why you're being called to remain humble during this time. Let's see. Growth. Wow. You're growing some way, somehow. You're expanding somehow. And I love how it's like 2 dark cards and then light, and it comes into this lightness. Yeah, interesting. It came into this lightness. It's like things were fading out, right? Things were coming up within you, and then poof, it's like the sun came out. The sun came out to play. What song is that? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of songs coming to mind. Maybe you're having a party soon. I don't know what these songs are. Okay. Anyway. I feel like this is any phase is a pivotal phase, but there's something about like when you're starting to realize just how much you've changed, you're being called to take stock of that, like to really understand that, to really understand how you have come into this energy. Not so much like a retrograde or a review. It's more just, although you can do that, it's more just like right now, understand who you have become. Because it feels so expansive. I can't even, especially just looking at this energy here, it's like these 2 hands, they're very similar. There's things coming out here, right? But over here, where you're releasing something, or something is coming to an end, or something is fading out, it's like they're caught in this ring. This could be some kind of partnership or something, but take it how it resonates. It's like confined. And then all of a sudden, something happens here where that confinement now is like this burst of, you're just in the middle of this universe now. And now you're able to just look at your hands and look at what you have to offer and let things grow. And once you can give away or give something, knowledge, information, wisdom, things, belongings, money, whatever this is, I don't know, your love, these plants coming out of your hand can now be shared with the earth, whatever the earth is for you, family, friend circle, maybe a whole city, maybe a whole community online, maybe the whole world. I don't know what this is for you. There's a lot of people watching, and although this is very specific, there's a lot of people watching. So once you are able to take these out and plant them into the ground, they can reach more people, planting more seeds to reach more people. Ooh, very interesting. Give me a second. Hold on. Let's pull some cards on that planting seeds thing. I said very interesting because I was looking at something that had come up about like the seed, the soil, and the sunlight. So planting this, is this one card? Planting the seed. So this is what's ready to be planted here. Let's just take a look at that. Ooh, we have test here at the bottom with the unknown. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. What's the seed? Observe. Again with these hands, and these hands are holding eyes. Oops, my bad. Let's get a clarifier. Yeah, something about you've seen something, or maybe you're a seer, maybe you're a psychic, maybe I don't know, some kind of doctor, you work on the eyes, or you do makeup, or you work, what is this? Five of Swords. Ace of Cups here at the bottom, yeah, brand new everything, brand new love, brand new relationships, new beginnings, emotional fulfillment. Your cup runneth over. You are going to be overwhelmed with the amount of gratitude, with the abundance of love that you feel for yourself, for the world. With the Empress, of course, at the top. The seed being planted here, something about like working with conflict, being able to see the other side of something, being able to, yeah, with this justice here too, it's like you're able to see something objectively. You're able to see left, right, center. What is this imagery? This person sitting here. What is this telling me right now? A lot. Okay, we'll take it then. We have the Tower at the bottom. Three of Wands at the top here. Okay. What is this person here? Three of Swords, Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. Something about healing conflict, healing heartache. Sorry, you can't even see that. Let me move this over. Something about, sorry if that was loud, healing heartache, healing conflicts. Queen of Cups, being able to see something objectively because you do have this like emotional maturity or something. And then Knight of Pentacles, being able to have patience and stay grounded like this figure here in energies like this. I think what's happening, wow. I think what's happening is there's going to be, it's going to be a very crazy pivotal time. And you and me are being called to, I'm going to take these off here. Stay grounded. Stay humble. Remember who we are at our core. Remember all the wisdom and the enlightenment that we have gained over these years. And move with intention, move with compassion. Yeah, just like this test here, it's like there's, even though it feels good and there's like this energy of yes, bring it on mystery, bring it on void, I'm ready for you. It is like, it's a test here, and not a test in the sense that we think about on this earth plane, like you're gonna pass or fail. It's not like that, right? Look, heal, I love that. It's more like, what are you going to do now? Let me know what to do now. And again, I say this on my channel all the time. a test in the eyes of God, as at least what I think is, this is what's happening. Show me with this test, show me what are you going to do next, so I, God, right, can lay out the next path for you. Does that make sense? So it's like, here's your test, right? The stone. This is the test here. This is happening. This is you. What are you going to do next? You're going to go that way, this way? You're going to go this way? I'm going to go this way. Okay, great. Now that we know, now God can come in and lay out the next part of your path. Okay, actually, I want to go this way. Okay, great. Now we know. Now after that test, now we know to put you here so you can go on this path. Does that make sense? That visual representation is kind of crazy, but I felt like I wasn't making any sense. Sorry, little guy. Okay. I hope that was helpful. I love you so much. Take care.